Have you discovered apple scab on your apple trees this season? I'm Christy Wilhelmi from Gardenerd. Today I'm going to show you how to deal with it. Apple scab is a fungal disease that affects apple trees, but you don't usually see the results of the infection until the season is well underway. So, like many fungal diseases, prevention is key, and dealing with the aftermath is also important. Let's talk about what it looks like first so you can identify it in your own garden. You can see over here this apple has apple scab on it. Its skin has been changed in some way. It looks corky, and that is the effect of the fungus at a young age. Right when leaves start to come out and blossoms start to open, that's when apple scab takes effect. And as apples grow and develop, that damage becomes more apparent. So you may not even notice that you have apple scab until later in the season. How does apple scab happen? Well, there are a few contributing factors. One is moisture. So if you've got wet winters or unseasonable weather where there is moisture and warmth, that's a perfect breeding ground for fungus. Also, if the tree hasn't been pruned in a while, as you can see here, it can contribute to air circulation issues. This tree is up against a wall and a giant new house was built right next door, so we now have some air circulation issues we didn't have before. So keeping the tree pruned to allow for good air circulation is important. Also, you need to remove any suckers that are growing around the base of the tree, which I also have not done. One of the ways to treat apple scab is to use a biofungicide. You have to be careful with biofungicides, of course, because some trees can be affected severely because of them. Usually a lime sulfur or a wet sulfur is the recommended treatment for biofungicide use. Just make sure you check the label to see if your variety of tree is not recommended for spraying. The other thing that you can do is after the end of the season, and that is where cleanup is involved, because the spores from apple scab will drop with the leaves and reignite, rebloom next season if you don't clear away the biomass below. I read in some research from Oregon State University, they recommend applying a high nitrogen fish emulsion to the leaf material around the tree to help speed up decomposition. And that breaks it down faster, and the likelihood of the spores returning next season is less likely. So those are the tricks that you can use to prevent apple scab from returning to your trees next year. Prune, remove leaf litter, spray with a biofungicide if you want to, and keep it trimmed for open air circulation. You can learn more about how to take care of your fruit trees in my book, Grow Your Own Mini Fruit Garden. You'll find a lot of other information about treating diseases and pests at gardenerd.com. Check out my other books, my online courses, and of course consider becoming a Patreon subscriber to support all the free stuff we do here at Gardenerd. Patreon subscribers get access to behind-the-scenes goodies and monthly hangouts with me. Happy gardening!